My name is Bo Ray Putman. I'm from a small town named Clyde in Cabell County, West Virginia. I hunt zombies. That's the story right there. Well, had to been about mid-80s, 85 I think, 86. And I was a wee boy, not even a teenager yet. My town Clyde was attacked by a group of, unfortunately, S-type zombies. I'll tell you what an S-type zombie is later. Don't worry about that right now. No. S-type zombies attacked my town. And unfortunately for us, those were fast. They came fast, they came hard. They came from nowhere. We weren't expecting them. My sister, she got me out of there. My parents, they were long eating. My sister, unfortunately, was bitten. She got me as far as she could before she turned. I had to put her down myself. Made her a promise. If she became one of those bastards, take her out. Never break word to a family member. Terrifying, hell no. Turning point, yes, but not terrifying. Most terrifying point in my life happened out in Wyoming. There was this X type of zombie, an unknown type. Me and my apprentice at the time, Billy, went out there to try to take care of the situation. The whole town was full of these bastards. What they didn't tell us was the fact that these zombies were actually intelligent. More of a hive mind, actually. They weren't made up by a virus like all the other zombies, no. These had like slugs that would get into the mouth, to the ear, into the brain, kill you when they do it, and just take over. The problem was, not only did they have the hive mind, but they also knew what you knew. So it was a whole hell of shit going on down that place. We eventually had to pretty much trap all of them in one place and just blow the out of them. Poor old Billy. He didn't make it. That was probably the saddest part of the job so far, is losing Billy. He was a good boy. No. There's all types of zombies all over the place. The only place you won't find them is like Antarctica, because first off, there's no body down there. And second off, zombie without having any heat freezes solid. And the North Pole, higher parts of Canada. Pretty much everywhere else is just, they can exist, and they do. Probably have to say Africa. Africa is just infested with these things. The jungles makes it hard to reach them. Whole villages just gets wiped out. That increases, they attack other villages, they get wiped out. I mean, they're barely keeping track over there. It's a f***ed up mess. Well, the last one was Sally. Sally was a good one. Hard bitch. She knew how to kill, and she killed good. Then before Billy, I had two more. There was Mary, and then Joseph. Joseph was one of the best ones I had. First one, actually. He's up in Canada right now, taking care of what needs to be up there. Mary went down to Mexico. Those are a different type of zombies down there. Harsh. Usually an S-type. Well, there's basically three types of zombies. There's the R-types. Now, at first, these things aren't that dangerous. They're slow, stupid, and you can pretty much walk around them. They're slow. I mean, they're just stupid. They're not that scary, but for some reason, they can populate like rabbits. I don't get it. It shouldn't be that hard to avoid these bastards. But you get these whiny ass bastards who don't know how to work a gun, Like, oh, guns are bad. Yeah, you'll need a gun. You'll think guns are bad when you got a zombie biting on you. And there's the S types. Now these are the dangerous ones. They're like heat-seeking missiles. At first glance, from a distance, they look like R types because they're just shambling around, minding their own damn business. But the moment they hear you, see you, or smell you, they're on you. And when they lock on you, they're off like a fucking bullet. They won't stop until they get you. Problem is, they don't wear out either. They will keep running. You either better have a shotgun to take the bastards out, be a good aim with a pistol, or be a Olympic runner, because they won't stop. Then there's the X type. Those slug ones, that's an X type. They're unknown, they're unheard of, they're rare. They don't fit in any other type of category. They usually come around once or twice, and that's when you see it. So there's been a lot of other types of X types, but the R and S are the most dangerous. Now, some people think it's sight or sound. Me personally, I think it's something else. But the reason I think that is sight really doesn't matter. New zombies, yeah, they see you. But after a while, they start losing the eyesight. They rot, the eyes fall out. They whatever. They pop out. You ever seen a zombie come at you with rotten eyes? Those things popping out of their heads. Creepy. No. The eyesight goes. Hearing's not such a bad idea, but the problem with the hearing is the fact that you have to use those. They have little bone which doesn't disintegrate or rot. Problem is those bones use a little membrane. That membrane rots. Now, the one way they can always track you down is they smell you. I say that's the weird thing about it. I've actually seen this done. You put two zombies together in a room, they migrate toward each other. It's the craziest thing. They're fine by themselves, but if you put another one in the room, they'll get together. Same thing with anything. You put 10 in a room, they all huddle together. Of course, when it comes to feeding, it's a free-for-all. Only one way. Got to take off the brain. Got to shoot it. Destroy it. Cut the fucking thing in half if you have to. Doesn't matter. Just destroy the brain. Now, a lot of people think chop off the head. That's fine. It's fine because the zombie can't chase anymore. That head can still bite. It can still work its jaw. So if you chop off its head, make sure you at least crush the head or throw the head somewhere where it can't hurt nobody. Because that head can still infect people. Well, I got a few tricks of the trade right here. I didn't bring all my weapons because, first off, I don't want to bring them. My rifles are expensive, plus they're heavy. Now, what I brought is a few little things here, some tips and pointers. One, these things. Now, you may have seen Jason Voorhees use these go in the eyes, chop them. You can do that if you're lucky enough. Most of the time, though, leave these to the professionals. They know how to do them. Then, of course, the basic guns. Pistols are good, close up, go for the brain, but they're hard when the thing's running. Unlike the movies, to hit someone in the head is damn near impossible. So these are only good if you can sneak up or if they're right on top of you. Now, I carry this little bastard around with me, usually in the small of my back. Most people say, well, this little thing, what can this little do? One thing. If that zombie's on top of me, I stick it under his chin, fire, that bullet's going to go right into his brain. May not exit, but I don't want it to. It's going to go in there, just start bouncing around like a pinball. Just tear that brain off. I got this new little toy. This little bastard's nice. Can you see it? What's neat about it is it's got a little belt clip here. Goes right here, carries along. Now, it doesn't look like much, but when you sling this son of a bitch, the blades pop out. So you got just a whirling blade of death coming right at a zombie. They're quiet too, so you can kill with these things without attracting others. Now, there is always my favorite, the good old shotgun. Now, shotguns, they're not good for distance shooting, but if they're right on top of you, right to the brain, blow the head completely off. It's a pretty sight. Just brains everywhere. Awesome. All right. Then there's classic. If you don't have a shotgun, you don't have guns at all, you can always go with two basics. Either a crowbar or a good old hammer. Now, a hammer's good for two reasons. One, swipe down, bash your skull in. Now, hammers, they're durable, so they can take a lot of pounding. Plus, if you're good enough, use the front, clip them in the head, pull them down, pop it out, hit them in the back of the head. Takes them right out. Sounds like a melon popping. Now, I got these little things over here, just for examples. Maglite. Not only is it bright enough so you can see in the dark, but you got one close to you, you can bash in the head like a hammer. This little bastard here, I use this. It's brighter than a Maglite, and it's hands-free. Always good with two guns, shotgun, whatever. And never go anywhere without being able to make fire. Now, catching a zombie on fire is not a good idea. Because first off, they don't feel pain. So they're not going to care if they're burning alive, because they're not. Second, once you catch them on fire, they're still moving around. So they're going to be walking around burning other shit. So yeah, eventually you may burn that thing to cinder, but you're also going to burn your house down or the town. No, this is just good for other reasons. Light, for one. Setting explosives for another. Explosives are fun. Always take gloves. Because remember, if a zombie can bite you and infect you, its blood can infect you. Always try to be covered. Also, you might want to get yourself a face mask. Sometimes an X-type can be airborne. Now, the problem with the airborne is you won't know you're infected because it won't kill you. But if you die and it's in your bloodstream, you will come back. Someplace abandoned, someplace where people don't go. Amazingly enough, cemeteries are a safe place to go. First off, you can see coming. Second off, nobody goes to a cemetery. Now, people think that zombies work on instinctive things stuck in their brain. Like if they go to the mall a lot, they go to the mall. If they stick around at home a lot, they'll stick around at the house. Well, me personally, I think they go where they think the food is. But the more abandoned the place is, the better. Huge abandoned warehouses, great place to go. You can hold up, you can be safe, you can actually cover the area, you got plenty of room to hide and run. Plus different exits that you can set up for yourself. And very few people actually go to abandoned warehouses. Well, the best thing to do after you kill a zombie is to burn it. Another reason to keep a lighter around. Now this part sucks because you got to drag all the bodies together in one big pile and burn the thing. Talk about stench. I'll tell you, a bunch of zombies burning. That smells worse than a homeless man's underwear. Ugh, how many zombie hunters? There's a load. I mean, we got to be all over the globe. I mean, we're actually one big union. There's a lot of us out there. I mean, in one state alone, there could easily be 20 zombie hunters, if need be. Oh yeah, we go where we're told to. Orders come straight from headquarters. Well, Zombie Hunter Guild or Zombie Hunter Union just sounded kind of stupid. So, the higher-ups decided to call ourselves the Undead Task Force Union, or the UTFU. Glad to be of service. Remember, you see a zombie, don't stick around. If you don't know how to kill it, get the out. Africa's the worst. Like I said about those tribesmen, man, those savages. No wonder it's rampant. They probably think that if you a zombie, you'll become immune to become zombie. Much like if you a white girl, you become immune to AIDS. Retards.